Message for the positive wind out there. I'm not talking to the body. The body belongs to the wind. Every single human being is the house of the wind. Now, I was listening to the video just, and then the consciousness says something to me. I like to put it in the video. You can't believe I just mixed my coffee. It's gonna get cold by the time I finish posting this video, but it's very important. Let me try to tell a story. It always went better when I tell a story. What is your name? Is there anybody who came into this world, you have a tattoo on you? I mean, like when your mother is pregnant and in the stomach, there is this big letter when she wake up. God say your name is Aisha, your name is Rihanna, your name is J-Lo, your name is Oprah, your name is Obama, your name is the Queen of Holland, your name is Elizabeth Taylor. Is there anybody who have tattoo on them? Because if you don't have a tattoo, 200 years ago, we was in the stomach, the same flesh that is growing. It's like planting an apple tree that is 500 years old. But every season there is new apple. They can eat the apple, they throw it away, or they plant the seed to grow, and then there will be a lot of apple tree. So it doesn't mean when the apple came out next season, it's like we pick the apple and then we put the apple back in a tree, right? If you already eat it, you know it's not the same apple. But when the apple come out, you see it's just the same. It's just like the people. 200 years ago, the faces that lives here. What you can stop interrupting, Satan. Sit! NIG in my house. 200 years ago, we live in this world. Who says there was no Oprah Winfrey? Who say there was no Obama? Who say there was no Sally? Who say there was not all these people? But if the name what you get is always guessing, why do we believe it's real? You understand? Now, 200 years, I forget something. That's why the child moved. Child, my ass. I mean, child, for God's sake. Satan! Don't move! On the chair! Actors in this fucking goddamn planet. Satan! You're all fucking acting. Put it down. Put it down. Forgive me, people. Let's go back to the story. They're trying to interrupt me. The little energy. If your face is coming from two strangers, the reason why the faces is different today, 200 years ago, the husband and wife that was married then, this time around, they choose other people. You was in love with a guy 10 years ago. This time, 10 years later, he's in love with somebody else. You love this person today, 100 years later, they have a new face, they fall in love with somebody else. When a Chinese man and a Dutch woman make love, their baby face is different. When a Chinese man make love with a Chinese woman, the baby is just Asian. When the Dutch woman choose just the Dutch man, the baby have a different face. So when they crisscross, the face is different, but there is no tattoo, there is no name there. Okay. How can the consciousness prove it to the wind that is trapped on the other side to understand? When they tell you someone is dead, they are not really dead. What you don't notice, they were not there with you before. What? You used to be by your mother and your father, but before you came to your mother and your father, you wasn't there. Right? You live together with your boyfriend. Now, there's no child. Your boyfriend used to live over there. Before he comes to you, If your boyfriend came to you and he said, it is over, we break up, he move on with his life. 15 years later, you don't even know if he is dead. You don't visit his graveyard. You know nothing about it. You fall in love with someone else. Picture when you're pregnant, you actually taking somebody from another house. What you don't see, what you're taking a wind out of the house. Before they came to the house where their mother and father used to have sex, the wind did not came. When they have sex, they build the body. They take the wind from another person, that body goes to the graveyard. The wind come over here, the wind be the child, and they send the wind back to the school. But if your husband belongs to somebody else before, your wife belonged to somebody else before, why don't you believe your child belonged to someone else before? What's the difference when you raise your child up, 30 years later they said, Mama, I fall in love with somebody. If when you have them today, 30 years later, there is a love for them out there, you don't even know it, why don't you think when you take them, the day when you're pregnant, the day when you see the face that you create, the soul that came in, used to belong to that person that 30 years later they're gonna fall in love with? What's the difference? When the person you take from there, what's different? Instead of you take them, they take you. You understand? You're here fucking with your boyfriend. They are there fucking with their boyfriend. They get pregnant or you get pregnant. You get pregnant, one of them are dead. Or they get pregnant, you are dead. They give you a new face or you give them a new face. In this world, the 6.6 billion, it is complete. It is complete. For every relationship that is break, they fall in love with the next. It is just divorce. A new life is start. You have to learn to accept when you are together with your boyfriend, the face that came out of you, it belongs to the wind. The wind drive it. You can raise them for 30 years. They're going. I say it many times, but you don't understand. The children don't even live in your house. They are in the little people's city 5 days a week. You don't even know they are friends. Since when do you go in the classroom, try to ask who talk to your friends and stuff? You don't have permission for it. You don't have permission for it. If you go there 1 time, 2 times, they will take that child so fast away from you. You can't see them anymore. But for as long as they come home, they can sleep. You feed them and they fall asleep. Yesterday, my son sleep on the couch. I saw him. I'm like, wow. When they sleep, the whole house is upside down. They throw all the toys everywhere. And I'm cleaning. I'm like, he's sleeping. If when he's sleeping, he's not throwing any toys, who is inside my body that come only to make a mess in my house? And now I'm cleaning and tomorrow morning they come in again. If the extension of body was not there, what makes you think the one who comes to drive the extension of body is not real? You live in a house 10 years. I say it many times. If you're inside the house alone with your boyfriend for 10 years, there is no children running around. But you visit your friend, they have children running around. 10 years later, the children you normally see by your friend, they're running around. They're not there anymore. They have big children. Where does the children go? You want to see them? Have sex, build a body, and then you bring them in your house. And this time they're running inside your house. You're going to see the 9-month-old, you're going to see the 1 year, you're going to see the 2 years, you're going to see the 3 years. Your friend comes to visit you. They're going to see the children that used to be by them, but only they see your face on top of it. You're like, wow, you have a beautiful baby. And then your friends say, I think I want to have baby again. But what you don't notice, by the time your friend is pregnant, your baby is not 9 months old anymore. Your baby is already 18 months. And you go to visit your friend, you see your friend holding the same young baby, like, oh wow. Well, you get pregnant. And you take the little baby again, your friend will have the 18 months. And your friend comes to visit you again and see you with the little baby, and then she get pregnant. The baby is going back and forth, back and forth. The only thing you just building body, and piling them. Before you know, you already have 10 children. But who is the 10 children? It's just your body, the dead bodies. When they fall asleep, there's no strength inside of them. The strength is going where the daylight is. And when those children sleep over there, the strength come over here. But if there's not enough strength, you're just having baby, they end up in the hospital. They say they are sick children because they don't have enough strength for them. It is a dog world. You have to have the fantasy. Tape the videos. Capture it. If you want to have the child you think is dead, I said it the last time. Your baby is 5 years old, dead. Get pregnant. You have them again. 5 years later, they're here. They never left you. You just build a jacket to have the fantasy to go to the school and download what is in the school book. 10 women are pregnant. They're only going to take 10 people who live over there to go back in time, forward in time with new faces. If you understand, there is so much population, there's no purpose for them in this world. Everybody wish to be something. But we are just the fans in the football field, behind the TV. There's no purpose except fantasy. So if someone live in this world for 30 years, they don't create nothing. What's different when they just give them a new mama and new papa? They live over there, they watch too much TV, and now they think they have a voice. And now the gods of the world shut them up. Send them back to a new mama papa. And the experience what they have, it's going 6 feet. It's just old condom. So understand, if your stomach have no name, the name what you get. If you have a child, you have a daughter, just give the child your name. When they say Janet is dead, well, when someone see your child, they call, hey, Janet. The difference is, you are 30 years old, your baby Janet is 5 years old. Well, when you was 5 years old, they call you Janet. If you tape yourself when you was 5 years old, play the video when you was 5 years old and play the video from your daughter now. The only difference is, your father's face is different from your husband's face. So there's always a new picture to decorate what she always was. But it's just a fantasy. You can have 10 children or you can have 10 husbands. You understand? A woman is pregnant 10 times, she have 10 boys. She killed 10 people to become the 10 children in the house. Or you go to the disco and tell 10 guys, come live with me in the house. If they all accept to marry to you, well, they all can stay in the house. You can cook for them and you can sleep with them. At least you don't have to feel the pain to be pregnant to give them a new face. Understand? You can have 10 husbands in the house. Or you have sex with one and the 10 of them are dead. You feel the pain 10 times and you dress them with your body. Your body give them a new face. And the face is what they have used to belong to their mothers. You can give them a new face. And the face they have before from the other woman can go 6 feet. The soul belongs to the wind. You will never read their mind. You can dress them with your body. But they are just you. But the soul is the soul of God. Forget the name what you have. Forget the Bible that you go into hell. The only hell you go in is going to school. Try to become 18 years again in this world. I mean, when you're little, you can't wait to be 18. And then you were there. When you reach 25, so much stress, you forget how long it take you. Goodbye.